I've led a very blessed life. I was raised in a Christian home, went to church, served the Lord all of my life, and I really never had a low point in my life until about a year ago. And it does seem like the Lord has a way to get you to do what He wants, and evidently I have a purpose here. I had a health problem about a year ago. For 1 whole month, I had no memory of the Lord or anyone. I lived in terror. I was so scared someone was trying to kidnap me. I was in the hospital for a month, and then I went to rehab for a month. At that time, my children, my daughter, knew that I couldn't take care of myself. So I had to sell my condo and move closer to them. I can live by myself, but I was 45 minutes away, and if I needed help, they weren't going to be able to get to me in time. So we found an apartment up here next door at the Bells, and it's a nice place, but it wasn't home. You know, when you have your own home and everything was just the way. The thing I miss the most, I think, is my patio that I had. But in Philippians and Ephesians, there's a verse in each one of those books that tells you to be content wherever you're at. And the Lord is always, when my memory came back, and I knew I could depend on the Lord to help me through my rough times. But during that 1 month, all I could do was cry at night. I was scared. I had no recollection. You know, I'm sorry, I still have mental problems. But I'm getting much better. But I couldn't ask Him to help me through those rough times. But what did help me, and I do want to commend the youth program in this church, because that is what helped me get through my low point. That was what I learned when I was young. The verses and all the working, and you learn to depend on the Lord. And that carries through for all of these young people when they do reach a point. And everyone has a low point in their life at some time. I didn't have one until after I was 80 years old, but it's going to happen. And when it does, whatever you learn and carry through the young time of your life, that is what's going to carry you through. But the Lord gives you that. He also gave me, I love music. I was raised in the country, and we did, our music was gospel music, and I love that. At times, when I couldn't remember the Lord, He gave me this music, and the words to the Christian music was what carried me through. That and the verses that I memorized when I was in my youth groups. And He brought me here. I'm going to be content. I know that He has something here for me, and I probably would have been very stubborn and not given in, because it meant losing my home. And but I want to please the Lord. So whatever He has for me while I'm here, I'm willing to do it.